Hey there, what's holding you back from your next level? Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt like you were capable of achieving so much more, but something invisible was stopping you? Maybe you're chasing your dreams, but seem to hit a wall at every turn. You're not alone. It's not about talent, luck, or opportunities. The real game changer, it's those invisible barriers we build ourselves, our beliefs. In today's video, we're diving deep into the top 5 limiting beliefs that are secretly sabotaging your potential. I'm not here to sugarcoat things. We're going to expose these beliefs, face them head-on, and free ourselves from the chains that are holding us back. If you're ready to break free from these mental blocks, hit that subscribe button, and let's get to work. Let's dive deeper into one of the most dangerous and insidious beliefs that people hold on to. The belief that I'm not good enough. This belief doesn't just pop up out of nowhere. It's shaped by experiences, society's expectations, and even our own inner critic. It whispers in your ear, telling you that you're not capable of achieving your goals, that you don't have what it takes, and that others are better suited for success than you. But here's the cold, hard truth. This belief is a lie. It's a lie you've been telling yourself for so long that you've started to believe it. The not good enough mindset stops people from even trying. Or when they do try, they sabotage their efforts because they believe they don't deserve success. Let's break it down. First off, the idea of good enough is entirely subjective. Who decides what's good enough? Society, your friends, your parents? Or is it that inner voice that compares you to others and tells you that you're falling short? Here's the thing. You are the only one who gets to define your worth and your potential. No one gets to dictate whether you're good enough except for you. And when you allow that external noise to control your belief system, you're letting others dictate your destiny. The truth is, no one is born good enough for everything. You start from zero, just like everyone else. Take a moment and think about someone you look up to. Maybe it's an entrepreneur, an athlete, or even someone in your personal life who has achieved great success. Do you think they woke up one day knowing everything and having all the skills? Of course not. They were once in the same position as you, feeling uncertain, doubting themselves, and facing challenges. What set them apart is that they didn't let the belief of not good enough stop them. Instead, they moved forward, learned, grew, and kept showing up despite the doubts. Let's go deeper into why this belief is so pervasive. It often comes from comparison. We live in a world that's constantly comparing us to others. Social media, for instance, creates this illusion of perfection. Everyone seems to have it all together. When you see people online or even in your personal life doing better than you, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking, I'll never be as good as them. You think, they've got something I don't. They're more talented, more lucky, more deserving. But here's where the real problem lies. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Social media and external appearances can be deceiving. What you don't see are the hours of work, the mistakes, the failures, and the struggles they've had to endure. Everyone, no matter how successful they seem, faces their own battles with doubt, insecurity, and fear of not being good enough. The difference is that they push through it, while we sometimes let it stop us. Let me remind you of a simple fact. Your journey is unique. Just because someone else has reached a milestone you're aiming for doesn't mean they're better than you. Their success isn't a sign of your inadequacy. In fact, it should be a sign of what's possible for you. Their success is proof that it can be done. The real question is not, am I good enough? But, am I willing to do the work? Here's the most important part of this. No one starts out being good enough. People who achieve great things don't wake up perfect or fully prepared. They get there because they put in the work. They take risks, they face rejection, and they make mistakes. But they keep going. So let's talk about how to start overcoming this belief. The first step is acknowledging it. When you find yourself thinking, "I'm not good enough," don't ignore it. Don't bury it. Look at it directly and say, "That's not true." Take a moment to reflect on your strengths. You've got them, I promise. Maybe you're creative, determined, empathetic, or great at problem solving. Focus on those strengths. When you start to shift your focus from your perceived weaknesses to your real abilities, that "I'm not good enough" belief starts to weaken. Next, stop comparing yourself to others. Yes, it's tough, but you have to recognize that everyone's path is different. The only person you should compare yourself to is the version of you from yesterday. Are you better than you were last week, last month, last year? Growth isn't about being better than someone else. It's about being better than you were. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small it may seem. Another important step is embracing failure. This might sound counterintuitive, but failure is a powerful tool for growth. When you fail, you learn, adapt, and improve. It's proof that you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, which is where the real magic happens. So, rather than seeing failure as evidence of not being good enough, reframe it as evidence that you're trying, learning, and growing. Failure is a step forward, not a step back. Build your self-belief through action. Every small step you take toward your goals, every time you push yourself out of your comfort zone, reinforces the belief that you are good enough. The more you prove to yourself that you can overcome challenges and achieve success, the stronger that belief becomes. Take action, and the belief that you're good enough will follow. Remember, you are already good enough. Success doesn't require perfection. It requires consistency, effort, and a willingness to believe in your own potential. So take a deep breath, stop doubting, and get moving. You've got this. Time is one of the biggest excuses we use to justify inaction. You've probably said it before, "I don't have enough time." And sure, life gets busy. We all have obligations, work, family, and responsibilities. But here's the secret. We all have the same 24 hours. What separates the successful from the ones who feel stuck is not the number of hours they have, but how they use them. The real question isn't whether you have enough time, it's whether you're using your time wisely. Time is precious, and if you're waiting for a magical block of time to show up, it never will. Start small, prioritize what matters, and use your time intentionally. Time doesn't control you. You control how you use it. There's this belief that success has an age limit, that if you're too old, you've missed your chance, or if you're too young, you're not taken seriously. This belief holds people back from making moves because they're waiting for some perfect time that doesn't exist. Let's break this down. Age is just a number. Whether you're in your 20s or 60s, it's never too early or too late to start building something meaningful. Think of people like Warren Buffett, who didn't hit his peak until his 50s, or Kylie Jenner, who became a billionaire at 21. The only thing that truly matters is your willingness to take action and stay consistent. Age should never be a barrier. Your mindset is your real age. You're as capable as your belief in yourself, no matter what your birth certificate says. Perfectionism is a silent killer of success. This belief makes you think you have to get everything perfect before you can start, which leads to procrastination, fear of failure, and ultimately, never taking that first step. Here's a little secret. Perfection doesn't exist. There's always room for improvement, always something new to learn. The key to growth is progress, not perfection. Perfectionists often get stuck in analysis paralysis, trying to make every detail flawless, while those who succeed are the ones who take action and learn from their mistakes along the way. Don't let the fear of imperfection stop you from moving forward. Start messy, start imperfect, but just start. You'll get better, and that's how you evolve. How many times have you looked at someone else's success and thought, they must have had it easy, or they're just lucky? It's easy to believe that success is reserved for a select few, but that's simply not true. Here's the reality. Success is available to anyone willing to work for it. Sure, some people may have had advantages or started with more resources, but that doesn't mean they have a monopoly on success. Success is about grit, resilience, and adaptability. It's about constantly showing up and doing the work, even when the odds are stacked against you. You can create your own success story, and you don't need anyone's permission. Stop comparing yourself to others and start focusing on what you can control. Your future is in your hands, and it's not defined by someone else's story. These beliefs are just stories you've been telling yourself, and I'm here to remind you that you have the power to rewrite them. The moment you recognize these beliefs for what they are, lies, is the moment you take back control. You don't need to be perfect, or have all the time in the world, or wait for the right age. You just need to believe that success is available to you. And the first step to breaking free is taking action today. If you enjoyed this video and found value in it, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Remember, your success starts with your mindset, and I believe in you.